Last time on Ace Attorney. My vocal cords committed suicide.
A rainbow, Yoli! I figured out the last color we should use! Indigo blue! Oh god! I just coughed up straight up phlegm. Oh god. Oh, my eyes are watering now. Oh shit. I hate this man so much.
December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Seeing as this trial is probably going to absolutely rape my vocal cords, I have decided to take a short, one-day break from recording this, but now I'm back. And hopefully I won't die halfway through this video like last video, because... Alright, we're heading right into it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Alright, let's do this. Oh shit, what happened to my game audio? Alright, fixed it. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyways?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
I can't tell if he's incredibly smug about the fact that he thinks he's about to destroy me, or if he's still pissed off about me upstaging him yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm excited to find out, though.
Very well. No opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I am taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Oh, do you want me to start the timer? Okay, very well. I will literally start a timer right now. I got my phone here. I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. All right? I'm going to start it as soon as I hit the enter key to go to the next statement. Now, I will read everything at an appropriate speed, and I will not go off on any random tangents, so this will be as fair an experiment as I can possibly give you, fucking idiot. And let's see how this goes in 3 minutes. Alright, starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right! I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner. He's probably gonna take up like 2 minutes all by just snoring.
Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I'm not letting you under 3 minutes. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
Well, you're running out of time here, buddy. You got 2 and 40 seconds.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
I mean, 1 and 40 seconds. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness?
1 minute left. The night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang.
30 seconds.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony and only 15 seconds left. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our minutes are up.
Oh my god, I timed that perfectly!
Judge your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness, and those 3 minutes are up, you piece of shit! Okay. I have no idea how the fuck I timed that so fucking perfectly. I'm not even joking. As I read the words, 10 seconds remaining, my stopwatch was at 2 minutes and 49 seconds, so I was at 10 seconds remaining too! I guess I read that at the perfect pace, and yeah, you've run out of time, you piece of shit.
Very well, you may begin. Ah! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, that was great. You got cocky there, didn't you? Alright. Let's see. I don't want to press him just because I don't want to have to do his voice. Oh, it's the bang after midnight. Because if I remember correctly, this photo, the empty photo, where is it? This photo was taken before midnight, and that is the first shot, right? Press him on that. And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue.
Just about by your window.
Yup, by my window. Right outside my window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad?
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy!
Wow, so, I guess me dying during, recording last episode was just foreshadowing for today. Fantastic.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over in 5 minutes. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Also, one thing that is, bugging me. The guy is saying that he heard a bang after midnight. That's what prompted him to go outside. He saw the people in the boat and then heard another bang. Now, we know that the first bang actually took place before midnight at 11:50. That is when Lotta's camera was set off, right?
Mr. Wright, Are you referring to the fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Are you ignoring the truth of the matter here? Everything in this witness testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
He's just fucking sleeping there.
Bailiff, carry off the witness. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within months from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Huh? Wait! Who the fuck was that? Is that you?
Who was that just now?
Me! Huh? What? Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it just until yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too. Larry! Where did you come from? Larry Butts. That is a face I have not seen in a long time, not one that I wish to see either. Although I must admit, this is quite convenient.
Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot?
Yes, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit by here and let you call Edgy a murderer. Do not call me edgy. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make this even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time! The verdict could not be overturned! Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned!
December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Numero Dos. Whew, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Oh dear Lord, Wright. I cannot even believe you just said that. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright, and he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things, actually. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Oh, I know you can't think straight. Right, not now. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma's only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witness, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hadn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. This is Larry we're talking about here. Alright, December 27, 10:35 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last hope. Oh, Karma's not happy about this. He didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out of the boat. I was looking for something. I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the boat rental shop. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake and I didn't see no boat, man. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
And that was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court, I mean.
Are you kidding me, Your Honor? I have to object to that 1 second. We have seen much vaguer testimonies. In fact, I have made sure that they were so vague.
Oh, I suppose that is true. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Huh. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. There's no way to go but up the butt. Oh, no. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there's a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case. Larry, why? Why, man? Why you gotta be like this? Oh, dear Lord.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't even know where to begin.
Ah!
Okay, well, the thing is, when you, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was, after 11 when I went out on the boat. By the time we were going home for the night, so I'll wait until the coast is clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? Oh, dear God. Looking for something. Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around, what time was that? Oh, well, let's see. I figured it was searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Also, sundial wouldn't work in the middle of the night! Oh my God. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on that contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Nah, she's probably eating, like, spirit burgers or something right now. Nope. I have a feeling I'm gonna die during this trial, because I have no idea what I'm supposed to contradict here. Fuck! What do I do here? Does it have to do with timing? I don't know! Help me out here! Well, shit, we just died.
Guilty!
Ah ha ha! Damn it! Alright, I'll skip back to that part. Give me a second. Alright, we are back! And I still have absolutely no fucking clue what I'm supposed to contradict here. Shit! That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. But there were 2 gunshots, right? Okay, yeah. Wait a sec, Larry. Alright, we're back on track, boys. What? You call me an idiot, man? Yes, I am. But also, you only heard 1 bang? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How can you not be sure? Cause he's Larry Butts. What do you expect? Yeah, you're right about that one. Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order, and stop the booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Was that a crime? Listen to my radio, everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal, man?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Or a prosecutor, for that matter.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me, dude. I wouldn't if I were any other way out of this. Believe me. Oh dear. What Larry heard. It was lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to All Request Show on the radio, see? I was listening to it like real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to the radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Get a man listen to his radio, peace. Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says?
More than your fucking, like, dementia-ridden old man who can't even remember his fucking name.
What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? A DJ?
The announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could not have heard so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So you turned on the radio to cry yourself to sleep? You turned it to the emo channel, you got, blasting some, Fall Out Boy, 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, MCR, Right! I just want to hear someone's voice, Welcome to the Black Parade is like my favorite song, dude. I cry every time I hear that goddamn G note, man. It's like whenever that G note hits you just right, man. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Real booming loud? Yeah,
And you heard you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Yeah, I can't prove it. But I remember the moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, Alright, so what did the DJ say? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
Well, if we have a recording of the program, then we could use that to establish the time of the shot. Is that what we're gonna do? Because if we can figure out when the DJ said those exact words, then we know the time of the shot, right? We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot." Right. So, okay, so maybe not exactly what I was thinking about. Mine would be a bit more concrete. But yes, this is certainly good for establishing the time of the shot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karmo's right. I'm not sure how this helped us at all. It's the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Right, so that tells us that it happened before midnight, right? Right, which means this isn't the which means it couldn't have been this gunshot, right? Yes, we got it. Ha-ha! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's in the face? You look scary, dude. Oh, hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Yes, you do, Larry. Yes, I do, man. I'm terrified.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and
almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what
time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25:015, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. You're in the shits now, Von Karma.
Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims that he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing! I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Easy, you piece of shit. Get fucked. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh! But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It's a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, the judge! That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Oh, man. It's like really bad, man. The camera?
Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see?
Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence.
Don't show us evidence you aren't confident in, Mr. Wright. I'll ask you again.
Shit. Not my badge. We've eliminated that. It's not you, because you make no because you say it could be either one, so that doesn't matter. That one isn't what we need. That one he's already seen. Useless. Useless. Oh, shit! I figured it out! The gun was fired 3 times, right? I remember now! I remember that during the first day of the trial, I was confused as all hell because I was like, okay, the gun? Why did it get fired 3 times? I have no idea. Is this like a contradiction with something? I see now. Lara heard 2 gunshots after midnight, yet there was also 1 gunshot before midnight, proving that the gun was indeed fired 3 times. This is my evidence!
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order, order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, then there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes past midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case of the Steel Samurai? Huh, yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If you don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Alright, I mean, is it safe? What could he be talking about? What was there like, I have no idea what this connection to the samurai case all of a sudden. Because in the samurai case, the murderer essentially... Oh, are we talking about recreating a murder from the past? An imitation murder? Elevator, air in the elevator, no clues found at the scene. Trapped in elevator, 1 bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Safe, we've already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor, that sounded pretty fishy, Nick. Shut up!
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, the boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo was 0:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Well, if they're alive, it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer, right? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Ah, that's the relation with the Steel Samurai case, right? He tried to disguise himself to make himself seem like the victim rather than the culprit, right? Much in the same way that, not Will Powers, the other guy. Fuck, what was his name? Generic actor dude. I don't remember his name. That, kind of like what he did. Right, okay. So essentially, he set up this entire plot to get Edgeworth convicted of the murder. Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I'm sorry, but I have to do it. I absolutely have to say it. Just for the meme value. On second thought, that is a really dumb answer. I might get a laugh or two out of the court, but that's about it. Nick, something on your mind? Nothing.
Mr. Wright, stop laughing and tell us who the murderer is.
Yes, Your Honor. The murderer's name. Right, it's... Actually, I have no fucking clue who the murderer is.
You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time!
I don't know, because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way onto the lake to just shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. In his shack, right? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned on a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright, What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Closing argument! Climax inference! Wait, shit, wrong game! That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to a shop. Don't kill me! Please! I'll do anything! I'll suck your dick! Please! Bang! Bang! Oh, God! This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Detail. Do you know what an artist and a sniper have in common?
Details! Know this, Mr. Wright! The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose! Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice!
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Right, the first shot was meant to draw a lot of heart out of her van, and then the second shot is the actual one. Right.
Create a witness!
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Mr. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol on the boat behind him.
I see! To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat.
Ha!
Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. This is everything that happened on this case! Makoto, what are you doing here?
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before! The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Oh, this is drawing to a close. Could it be? Perhaps there won't be another day.
Very well. While we're still waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake the night of Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Rather, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared! He's not at the boat shop either! What? What should I do? Find him quick! We cannot allow him to get away!
Shit.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared! This will reflect very poorly on your standing with the court! Search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all of its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is this boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
All right, gearing up for the final confrontation. Nice. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Holy shit! Oh, I'm pumped! That was positively exhilarating. Holy shit! That was fantastic. That was so fucking good. Yet Von Karma seems to still believe he has this in the bag. Well, we'll wipe that smirk off of his face tomorrow and we'll end his 40-year streak, won't we? Yay, Nick, you did it! Yep. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? And that was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? Right. I love you. Huh? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Well, don't just leave it at that! Nani the fuck? Nani desu ka? You're kidding me, right? You're leaving it at that? What is that bullshit? Ah! Fuck! Well, that is certainly a conundrum, isn't it? Because, alright, the caretaker is the murderer, that's fine. I don't think this case is gonna drag on for much longer. What I am worried about is that one thing that Edgeworth is telling us about. What the fuck? And why does he sound like a cryptic-ass Fallen London writer all of a sudden? A nightmare. A memory of a crime I committed. A memory of murder. God damn it, edgy boy. Why are you so edgy all the time? I keep telling you, it's not a phase, right? It's just who I am. Jesus Christ. But yes, that's gonna do it for this episode. What a way to end it. Holy shit. Oh, my back is tingling with anticipation for next time. Holy shit. Well, anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps a huge deal. See you next time.